Alright, so our video is on good presentation tips. So first we have persuasion, and so pictures are more persuading towards for the audience. Since pictures go with what you say rather than words, people usually get distracted by so many words. And then if you use metaphors, the audience is able to relate better with what you are saying. Changing your tone of voice and persuades the audience more because they're able to see how passionate and influential you are with what you are saying. Change is good. This means that using pictures more rather than many words is more effective towards the audience because they're not distracted, they're not bored, they focus on the presenter more. Because back in the day, usually people would just use words, and then over time we have realized that words aren't effective, just as they do in TED Talks. Mostly they just use pictures and hand movement, and yeah.
Okay, so you need to make the audience feel like they're the heroes. You need to make them feel like you're telling a story about them, so something they can relate to. If you don't do this, they won't pay as much attention as they should, and they won't really care about what you're saying. So if you make the audience feel like you're talking about them, they'll definitely pay attention and understand what you're trying to say. Also, you have to have a beginning, a middle, and the end for when you're doing your presentation. The beginning is where the adventure begins. So this is pretty much your introduction, and you want to show and explain what the whole topic's going to be about. So this is when the journey begins. The middle is going to be so everything that you're going to go through, everything that the hero has to do to get to the end. So pretty much like the whole story. So any ups and downs, those would go in the middle. And then we need the end. So the end, it's pretty much the call to action. So that's after the presentation's done. It's what you're going to do after you learn all this.
So apart from using pictures, tone of voice, hand gestures, and other tools of communication to try to connect with the audience and help them better understand the presentation, we also need to present something new or present something in a way that is memorable to capture and maintain the audience attention during the presentation. For example, Bill Gates' 2009 presentation about the malaria disease in Africa wasn't something new, but when he released a jar of live mosquitoes into the audience, he shocked them and at the same time created one of the most memorable moments in TED Talk history. In addition to that, it is also important to be passionate about the topic of the presentation, because if you're not passionate about something, why would you be presenting it in the first place? So passion is definitely one of the most, if not the most important factors in the presentation as well.